So welcome back to the second half of the eSSIF-Lab final event. To get started, we have BCdiploma.
Okay, so I hope you had a lovely lunch. So I'm Marie, I'm BCdiploma CMO, so marketing is in the place today. And I'm here with Alfred Truffaut right here. He's our SSI developer. He's the big brain behind all what you're going to see. So first of all, the Open Call program was about delivering a sector-specific SSI application, and which must be commercial and competitive. So I will just start by the fact that we already sold it to 2 clients, and then you will see who they are. And I want to thank NGI. I want to thank as well the support of our partner, walt.id. So just for the one who do not know BCdiploma, and for those who already know us, our figures upgraded a little bit. So BCdiploma is a B2B credential management app. So we are over 21 countries and we have 170 institutions on board, and it's expanding day by day. So as we know, sometimes a video is much better than a long speech. So let's go with the video. I hope you got everything. So just the features in a few words. So we are a one-click activation with the creation of the blockchain address. We are accessible with any of the owner's email address. As you might know, when you are in your school, at your university, they create a dedicated email address to you. And once you leave the school, you do not have access to this address anymore. So within the app, you are able to enter as many addresses, email addresses, as you want. And so you will always be able to retrieve the diplomas, the certification, and any credentials, and even the W3C credentials, micro-credentials. As our claim says, you can claim, you can share, and you can collect, which means that through your professional life, you will be able to show whenever you want to. So your diplomas and whatever skills you acquired, which are not academic, it can be language, it can be whatever or other micro-credential. What you should know is that it's valid for life as well. So this will be released from next week on our clients. Then the soon to be released. So I will start with the eSSIF features, which means that the students, once the eSSIF features will be operable, the wallet will be backed on those student figures, numbers, and the NFT as well will be released very soon. So far, it's only for the academic world, but I think that you can imagine what it means to be able to receive NFTs on your wallet. Okay, so here are our 2 major partners. So I will start with the University of Lille. So actually, it's one of our historical partners. We are working with them for more than 4 years. And so we will be able to launch this wallet among the students from January 2023. As for Civis, I think that's where the wallet is so interesting, is that it's a multilingual web app. So they will be able to travel all through any European or whatever international countries and share their background with the host institution, who will be able to authenticate them thanks to the EBSI number. You might be wondering, why should university should use this wallet? I think for me, I'm very proud of what we achieved. So I think it's from the admin point of view, you know, universities are very often struggling with admin. So actually it's cutting the time, and mainly it's tackling two of the major challenges that universities are meeting today. First, it's the eportfolio. So actually, over all the studies that we carried out, all universities needed this eportfolio, and that's why the adoption by the universities are so easy, let's say. And we are tackling another challenge, which is the self-sovereign identity. And with this wallet, we are making it really student-friendly, and they will be able to integrate it as part of their student journey quite easily. So you will be able to see this product very soon. So University of Lille and Civis will use it. And I'm open to any question. As I'm saying, I'm a marketing person. Here is the tech guy, but I will be happy to answer.
So the first question is to the marketing person, actually.
Yeah.
So I do not know how the context is different in the EU versus the US, but one of the challenges in the US is that majority of the universities there consider getting copies of your graduate degree and things like that as a revenue stream, an ongoing revenue stream. So ensuring that those credentials, academic credentials exist provisioned one time into a wallet that they can use all the time tends to be counter to what they are considering for them. Do you have the same issue in the EU, or is it very different?
So based on my knowledge, we do not have the same issue, but if anyone can answer, I don't think that it's a revenue stream. I think there is, from the marketing point of view, once again, there is a very innovative feature in this wallet ID, and universities, and mainly US universities, as Stanford, are very ranking oriented. They really care about their image on the market. And I think that having such an innovative tool for their students is a big plus. But of course, it always depends on how much we're talking about when it comes to the revenue stream.
Understood. I have one more question, but I can wait until somebody else asks questions.
Hi. I spent a year on trying to figure out how to solve the garbage in, garbage out problem of having to combine all education providers in the world to get it like a closed ecosystem where, for example, I could study for the university in Australia and I could share my credentials. But right now, I've stopped researching into this area because I figured that it will be quite hard to integrate with that university in Australia or the one in India. How do you guys solve this issue? Or do you not have the intention to create a huge ecosystem that is all integrated with BCdiploma?
Actually, we have a saying at BCdiploma, which is step by step. So actually, we go with the universities who are ready to onboard on the BCdiploma adventure. And I hope that Australian universities will come along as well. For us, integrating Stanford has been a very big step. And we do believe that somehow we are really moving forward huge in deployment in the world.
Okay, I do endorse that mission, so good luck.
Thank you.
I guess we had one more question by Anil, and then we'll switch to the next company.
So our credentials, immigration credentials, are never used in isolation. As a former immigrant to the US who became a citizen, when I was an immigrant, when I went for a job interview, the two things that were typically requested was my permanent resident card and my educational credentials. So it is really, really important for us, for a use case where if somebody comes to our front door with a wallet that contains immigration education credentials, we potentially have the ability to issue our immigration credentials into the same wallet. That requires, shall we say, a certain alignment of security, privacy, and interoperability expectations across the Atlantic border here. I'm curious to understand, are you tracking the work of the Jobs for the Future JFF in W3C and the VC Edu work that is going on there? Because they're doing a significant amount of work with MIT and a variety of other educational institutions in ensuring that educational and micro-credential work is truly interoperable. And we are tracking their work as a mechanism for sort of integrating that with us. I'm curious to understand your perspective and what you're tracking there.
Thank you for your question. So it's definitely something we will look into. We did not started with this reference just yet, but just some piece of information. We also work with eSSIF framework. And in the early adopter program, we worked in a multi-university use case where the student was delivered a verifiable ID, which is an ID that is some piece of data that are formatted with a trusted schema in their trusted ecosystem. And so we were able to map both certificates, both credentials, based on their ID and their ownership. So I think this is part of the solution, but the standard is always the reference, so we will double check.
BCdiploma. Thank you.